Disclaimer: this page, I share everything regarding IRCC updates. Even though it's good news, bad news, happy news, sad news, I share. The reason why I share is for you guys to stay informed. There is an update, guys, from Mark Miller, who is the Minister for Immigration. Now, this news is going to affect international students that are planning to come in for master's program, international students that are already in Canada, people that are planning to apply for spousal open work permits. Mark Miller said the reality is it's not everybody that wants to come to Canada will be able to do that, and it's not everybody that wants to stay in Canada will be able to do that. So the reason for all these changes is to preserve the integrity of Canada, and it needs to be well managed and sustainable. This is the quote from Mark Miller, not me. So I'm going to dive straight to the updates for today. It's lots of updates, but I'll try as much as possible to summarize all of it. Now, number one update is regarding the provision attestation letter, which is PAL. It was announced earlier that if you get an admission into college or PGD, you will need PAL from your school. But the people that were exempted was master's students and those people that are coming for PhD. So today's update states that master's students and those people coming for PhD won't be exempted anymore. They will be included in the cap, meaning they will need to get their PAL as well. So if you're coming for a master's program or for a PhD program, you need to get your provincial attestation later as well. So this is one of the updates for today. The second update is regarding the postgraduate work permit. So if you are done with your studies, if you finish from university, for you to apply for your PGWP, you need to write the language test examination, and you have a minimum of band 7 if you're graduating from a university. And if you're graduating from a college studies, you will need to have band 5 for your English language test. According to the news, this will reduce the number of students that will be applying to PGWP to about 175,000. According to the news. So for you to apply for PGWP now, after from November 1st, you need to demonstrate an English language test, and you need to have a minimum of band 7 if you're graduating from a university, or a minimum of band 5 if you're coming out from a college. This is the second update. The third update is regarding the spousal open work permit. So if you've been following IRCC updates, earlier this year it was stated that if you're coming for a PGD, you are not allowed to apply for a spousal open work permit for your spouse, and they exempted those people coming in for masters. Now today's update is saying that the people that will be eligible to apply for spousal open work permit are those people coming for masters whose program is at least 16 months. So it means that if your master program is just 1 year, you can't apply for spousal open work permit. If your master program is less than 16 months, you can't apply for spousal open work permit. So the only time you can apply for spousal open work permit for your spouse is if your program is at least 16 months. That is the third update, guys. Next, the fourth update states spousal open work permit will be limited to spouses who are permanent residents or Canadians that are in critical work sectors. So they will be limited to them. This is not for the international students. There are some spouses that are here as a permanent resident, and if they want to apply for their spouses, then they need to be a permanent resident or a citizen, and their work should be in a critical work sector before they can do that. Now, the reason for these changes, especially in regards to the open work permit, those people that are allowed to work, is to curb out or to reduce the number of temporary foreign workers here in Canada. From the record, it shows that as at last month, 1.6 million people were unemployed as at August 2024, which is an increase of 4.3%. So what next? What do you need to do? You've heard the updates. Guys, explore the permanent resident route. If you don't know how to do that, this is a YouTube video I've explained, I've uploaded on my YouTube. I explained in details how to go about that. I mentioned, I think in this my previous video, that's the video before this one that I will post, I've mentioned the different routes you can use to come in as a permanent resident. And if you want the detailed explanation, head to my YouTube. I make a detailed video about it. All the best, guys.